Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. How you doing today? We are about to have a conversation that every real estate entrepreneur, every investor, every salesperson, every sales leader needs to have. And that is leads, leads. And I thought we would talk about this, but let's welcome Omar, my real estate entrepreneur. How you doing, sir?
What's up, Michael? What's happening? What's up, everybody?
Hey, man, I know you're in the real estate business, both as a broker, but also a real estate investor, flipper, wholesaler, buy and hold, all that good stuff. And everything starts with a lead. And, some people look at leads coming in and all they want to do is complain. Leads are garbage, leads are junk, blah, blah, blah.
All the time.
And again, that was the same thing in software sales. It was the same. It's all the same. And what I want to tell the audience watching, whether you're in sales, real estate investing, part-time doing it, is the leads don't suck. The leads are the same for everyone. It's how you look at them and how many avenues you have to process leads. That's what I think, but I'd be curious to see what you have to say.
Oh, you spot on, because the avenue of, the avenue of leads, it's like we have them all, right? This is where everything starts.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's no leads, you have no opportunities, you have no appointments, you don't have conversations, you don't have any ability to scale, to move forward. Yeah. And the other day, yesterday, I'm speaking to the team, and I dissect it all the leads that come in. Think about it. And I know no one looks at it this way.
Wow.
If you're looking at a lead, oh, well, you know what, just, it might be an avenue, it might be this, might be that. But have you sat back and looked at a lead as a lesson?
Yes.
Have you looked at a lead as a challenge, as growth, as a chapter, as whatever you want to call it in your career, as a real live role play that someone's going to tell you to go pound sand? Someone's going to tell you to, you know what, I'm going to hang up on you. That develops your skill.
Yeah.
So that is your lesson. The more, and it's not a contact game, okay? Yeah. Let me be very clear. Anybody that's out there that wants to have a shitload of contacts, cool. Have fun, go contact away. It's not about the contact. It's about the conversation that you have with the contact.
Yeah.
That's a big difference. And because I've always thought of it that way, that every lead that came in was a lesson. How can I better serve this person regardless of the outcome?
That is awesome.
And because of that, I'm not a huge cold caller. I am not. I get people calling me, and then the people I do call is strategic. They've asked for help.
Right.
So I'm just the person listening. I meet them where they're at, and then I figure out a solution for their situation. And yes, does it open up opportunities? 100%. Does it open up ability for me to buy a house? Yes. And hence where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Because I understood that. And for anybody that's listening, whether we're obviously one rental at a time, you have to be able to buy something, maybe off market, which obviously represents somewhat of a better deal for sure. Mm-hmm. But you have to go talk to that person. You can't get one rental at a time if you don't talk to someone for a little bit longer than a couple minutes. You got to find out what they want.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. This is so spot on, right? Real estate investing is a people business, right? And, I'll pick on wholesalers for a minute, just because I hear wholesalers say things like that, right? I think wholesalers have it all wrong. Wholesalers do their marketing and they always talk about sellers. They're talking about sellers. I got to tell you, if you're a wholesaler, you need to step back and tweak and listen to what Omar said. You're not looking for sellers. You're looking to build relationships with owners. An owner is not a seller, but a seller is an owner. Think about that, right? Like all fingers or whatever, whatever. I can't know the analogy. But the idea is that subtle twist in verbiage would allow wholesalers to build relationships so that ultimately sellers will ultimately call them back when they're ready, right? Yeah. When they've actually made that mental shift. I haven't spoken to a wholesaler that hasn't started with, hey, I saw your house on this or your duplex on that. Would you be open to an offer? You're sending me a text or a postcard or leaving me a voicemail. You know nothing about me. You haven't done enough research to realize that this isn't my only thing. You haven't looked at my research and said, hey, he's bought 3 things in the last. You've done no research. You're not creating, you're adding no value.
Right.
You know? So I would tell wholesalers and I would tell real estate agents and I would tell people selling software, right? Software sales guys, right? I made $100 a day decades ago. You're not trying to find a buyer on the first phone call. You're trying to establish a relationship. You're trying to provide value back. The whole idea for me was that when I ultimately called this individual the 3rd or 4th time, they would pick up the phone. Because when you're a cold caller, best case, you send them the voicemail, right? Or you just, you don't do anything. You've got to make it about relationships. And that's a big thing about leads. I thought your concept about leads and lessons was awesome. And what I would tell one rental at a time students or followers is this plays for you. Many of you might have already tuned out, but what do I keep telling you about building your buy box and doing the math? You should take every MLS listing in your buy box and start re-engineering the numbers, right? Maybe this listing is a 3% yield and you want 7. Have you done the math to figure out what you can offer to make a 7? I know how to do all of that, right? If a property is at 200 grand and it's only producing a 3, well, maybe I have to offer 180. Or maybe I can offer 190, but the seller carries back 10% or
all day.
Right. Yeah. What are the things you could do to manage that yield to make it 7%? Every opportunity you look at is a chance to get better. Get better. Push your mindset. Think bigger. And you'll be amazed at how all these things compound over time. You just become a better investor, a better real estate agent, a better flipper, a better seller of software. Treat every lead like the opportunity to learn or a lesson. I think that's magical.
And hear that, guys. It's take every lead and create a relationship. Okay, at least try to. Yes, there's going to be some leads.
If you don't, then
great. Okay, but I'm telling you, like when you're in this business for a while and you really care about them and their relationship, they just come to you. People come to me, hey, this person wants to sell their house. Okay, cool. I ended up buying it. I ended up making like $70,000 on a phone call because I had a relationship with somebody else that referred me to this person, and then the rest.
Yeah.
So, but if I didn't have that true relationship or that understanding of where they're at, and I actually cared, they wouldn't have referred me.
Yeah.
No, Omar's just doing it just because blah, blah, blah. And that, I hate to say it, but some wholesalers are just in and out.
Oh yeah.
Which is fine. That's your model. I'm not hating on it. That's great. Some wholesalers make a ton of money, which is badass.
Yeah,
okay?
Of course.
But I also know they're also reinvesting majority, I would hope, into their real estate portfolio.
You would hope. Yeah. Yeah. The whole idea in this business is it is that relationship. And again, it starts with a lesson, right? All leads are crap. That's why they're called leads. That's a lead has the least opportunity of turning into money because you got to, 100 leads become 50 appointments, 50 appointments become this, and everybody has their own pipeline. But it all starts with leads. But the sooner you appreciate that each and every lead is an opportunity to be learned or be better, the better you'll be, right? Instead of griping and complaining, this isn't the perfect lead, or we just spent this and all this, and they're just tire kickers and all of that. No, people know people. Add value, become that person. Ask the lead for referrals. Why not? Right? Work your stick, build a lead base. I love that. Every lead is an opportunity to learn a lesson and be better. Just it's if you can be 1% better every day, you'd be amazed at where you're at in a year.
Compound at 365% better. Like there's no return that's larger than that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, it's a free throw. Literally. How do you get better? Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Daily discipline.
Daily discipline. Give me more leads for me to call, to have another lesson, to have another challenge, to have another ability to convert, to convey a message. And then you get better as you have more conversations. It's really that simple.
And then the whole idea about being a real estate entrepreneur, why you're one of my experts, is because the reason you are the amazing investor you are is because you have developed more and more avenues to to lack of, right? Sometimes the person wants retail. Okay, I'll just take the 6% or the 3% or whatever it is. Fine. At least you got paid for that lead, where some wholesalers go to that and going, I'm out. Instead, Mr. Wholesaler or Mrs. Wholesaler, why don't you create a referral business where you refer your listings to an agent if you can in your market, and at least get something. You've already made the lead. You might as well get paid.
All day. Creative thinking.
Yeah, just you got to think about it creatively. You've already spent the money to get the lead. It's a sunk cost. Now it's about how to get that money back. And the more avenues you have to disposition a lead or return a lead to cash, the better you will be. So don't call yourself a wholesaler. That's why I call Omar my real estate entrepreneur. Disposition as many ways as you can. And, Omar's different today than he was 3 years ago. And he's different than 6 years ago. Just realize getting 1% better every day is amazing. Then your network grows and your referral biz. And pretty soon you're not cold calling. You're picking up the phone, which is an amazing place to be.
For sure.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, if you're in the high desert, you're a real estate agent, you want to get in the business, you need to join Omar's team. How can they reach out to you and become a part of your team?
That's my IG, guys, at Omar_Alfaro. I'm here in Hesperia. You guys can reach me at 760-559-9945, and I will help you.
Thanks, buddy. I look forward to topic number 2 or 3 we'll just save it for number 3. I'll tease you. Number 3 is going to be fire. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, let's go.